If you enjoy this video, please consider becoming a patron.
You are watching Otero Studios.
As requested by some of the viewers and close friend Nathan Saunders, um, basically I've been getting asked a lot what my video setup is for drawing, especially the speed drawing videos that I have. So I wanted to take this time to kind of show my setup. Right now it's kind of a mess because I've been slowly kind of transitioning the room around, and eventually this table is going to be against this wall, and then my scanner is going to be over here. So, right now it is what it is, but uh, as far as this desk goes, it was pretty much customized by my dad. I bought this table. I'll kind of zoom in on it. I don't know how much you can see, but this table here, it's just a regular drafting table. And what I did is when I brought it here, it was really wobbly, so I put a bunch of totes and stuff under it to kind of stabilize it. So when I told my dad that I needed this camera to stay still, because before, if you look at some of my earlier videos, there was a tripod, and I would draw in between the tripod, and it was almost impossible to get my hand to, do a full stroke. So my dad's like, well, just give me about a week. And he took an old rail. I don't know if you can see it here. This is an old stair banister. And he cut it into 3 pieces and kind of drilled them together. And then he took a plumbing tool and kind of situated the camera here. I can remove the camera, and sometimes I'll take this with me to. This is how I film some of those, the museums that I go to, and the Baseball Hall of Fame. I use this camera, so I unscrew it. When I come back, I screw it back in. The camera is very stable. The only time you really see it shake is in the videos when I pause it. But it's been awesome because it's directly above the drawings. You can find professional ones like on Amazon and places like that. But just for it to be my dad making it for me, and I don't know, it has a special place for me now. As far as lighting, I have this LED here, and then I have this trusted light here. It has a plug, and then I have another lamp here. So I got light from all different sources, and then behind me, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a studio lamp back there. Of course, I have my Copics right here. I have my drawing tab right here, the Wacom. This is the one I use on the PC or the Mac. Sometimes I'll use the Cintiq Companion at work, or if I'm out and about and I just need to draw something. But I like this one more because the screen's 22 inches and my drawing tablet's 13. So more drawing room, more things to see. As far as the setup here, I would love to have the computer actually mounted to the wall. I know that the walls in my basement, they're not great for mounting, so I'm not gonna bother with that right now, but it would clear up a hell of a lot of room on the table. But yeah, this is pretty much my setup. I do have a external hard drive back here, and that's just with YouTube. I'm at 310 videos now, so I try to save all the raw footage. Some of it got lost because the original raw footage I filmed on a phone like this. So now that I have an actual professional camera, it this loads right onto the computer, and then from the computer I can load it onto the hard drive. Um, Other than that, this is pretty much the simple setup. I have some more paper and tools down here, and then right behind me is stuff that I still have to review, like Cherry Blackbird and then Drawing Blood, from two artists that you know they're close friends now. I just haven't had a chance to because of the job, so I hope to get to that eventually. At least filming, and then I can release the video sometime in hopefully in February or March. I am gonna be doing conventions again, so that's gonna kind of cut into the time. But just let me know if you have any questions. I mean, as far as building this, that's gonna be my dad's department, but I can definitely ask him, how he did it. It looks like he just cut it, in 3 equal pieces. Of course, the middle piece is the longest of them, but the other 3 pieces go down into the table, and then they're drilled in, so it stabilized the table too. See, I'm shaking it. You can see a little bit of shake in the video, but nothing crazy like it was when I first got it. I got this on Craigslist for like $25, so I'm happy with it, because most of the art tables I was finding at art stores were, I mean, they were big, but they weren't the size that I was looking for. I needed something bigger like this, where I can have my markers on the table, I can have my computer, drawing tablet, keyboard, and still have room to draw something. So my biggest gripe with the camera is just getting it to position correctly is kind of a pain, but having this space to work is awesome. I'm not a big fan of tilted tables, so I haven't really had a chance to really, kind of do a lot with it. So I eventually do want to get it up higher, but for that I need to mount the computer because I don't want it sliding down as I'm drawing. So then behind me is, I haven't really been streaming much, but when I do stream video games, I have a 32-inch TV back here with the Elgato kind of going into the computer. So the setup is good. It's just this pole that's holding the digital camera or the webcam is kind of in the way. So when I do stream, I'm kind of like this. So it is kind of it is what it is. I have worked around it. So but just let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions or any tips on how to make this better, because I'm used to just going somewhere and just drawing. Never really had a kind of a space to work. My first comic book I did pretty much in coffee shops, so it is a nice breath of fresh air to have a working space, but at the same time it never feels complete. It always feels like I got to keep adding on. The few next upgrades that I want to do is an actual filtered light, something super bright, and then maybe change out this padding. If you look here, I originally got this black padding to kind of stop the reflection on the videos, because when I was using just the wood, I noticed that the camera was flickering a lot, so I was trying to cut that down. The black helps, but after 200 something videos drawing with this, you can see the wear and tear, the eraser marks, the paint splatter. So I don't want to get rid of it, so maybe what I'll do is when it is time to retire it, I'll sign it and maybe give it away when we hit 1500 or 2000, because there's a ton of stickers on here. You got my Razor sticker, the sticker from Curse of the Vessel from Michael Wheel. I got a Neo Geo sticker, the I Love Copic, saying Taekwondo. So it has kind of, for a $1 piece of poster board, it's lasted me pretty long. And the fact that it hasn't gotten liquid damage, from the moisture down here, says a lot. I mean, there are a lot of electronics down here, so probably the warmth has kept it from getting damp. But yeah, definitely the lighting is going to be an upgrade that I want to do, and eventually I want to drill some holes in the table on the far right to have the cables come through. Because see this headset jack, I have to kind of pin it down to the keyboard, or else it gets into the video. Um, and then I've been using this Copic sketchbook to kind of capture stuff, and it's great paper for markers, but it's not very good for inking. And if you notice, like in the last couple videos, it'll ink fine, but then when I put the color down, it kind of washes it out. So honestly, I love the sketch cards. They're tiny, and I can fill out my sketch card book for conventions. So I feel like I kill two birds with one stone. Whereas these, I'm gonna have to cut them out and then frame them just to be able to set them up on the table. This is the Ken I did. Uh, but yeah, I'm hoping too is another upgrade I'm looking forward to is doing a DSLR mirrorless camera, because I noticed with this one, even with all the lighting, there's still a lot of flicker. And I found out that it's the frame rate that the camera records at with lighting. I'm not a camera um, expert, but from the research that I did, it's the frame rate has something to do with the way lighting hits it, so you get a weird flicker on the videos. And if you notice in a lot of the I would say about 6 months ago, a lot of those videos have a weird flicker, especially the Resident Evil ones. I was really upset with that because the Resident Evil ones were very time-consuming videos. So just the fact that they didn't come out the way I wanted to it's kind of stressful. But yeah, those are some of the upgrades. And let me know if this helped. Check out Checkpoints. He's the one that asked what my setup was, and I wanted to show this video. Um, so just to kind of run down what the next few weeks are gonna be like. I plan to, like I said, do the review, at least record it. I also have a what I want on a Switch revision, which I thought would be kind of a nice break from the normal drawing videos. I drew some blueprints, and if you guys want to see some of your stuff, just leave them in the comments, and I will try to draw them for that video. Also, uh, I want to definitely start live streaming again. It's just time. So if I can free up at least one day a week where I can schedule it and either live stream drawing or live stream video games, let me know. Definitely follow me on Twitch too. It's Otero Studios. I plan to do some more stuff on Twitch. There are some highlight videos on there that you can still watch. A lot of the older videos get wiped out. I think it's 14 days to clear them out. But yeah, I appreciate everybody watching, and don't forget to keep it over 9.